Whether it's beating a stomach ache, a headache, or maybe your battle with the bulge today, we're helping you feel great at any age. And our next guest was an unknown teenager when she wowed millions on American Idol. Her Idol victory launched a multi-platinum recording career complete with an American Music Award and a Grammy nomination. Tackling both Broadway and film, Jordin Sparks has plenty to celebrate. And let's please welcome recording artist and actress Jordin Sparks.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
I have to admit, I'm a little upset, Jordin, because I thought you were gonna sing, and I was so excited. But
I'm sorry.
Let's sing "Amazing Grace."
Okay. You feel ready? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. You sound good. That saved a wretch like me. Yes.
All right. Well, that sounded good. Now I don't want to talk because it doesn't sound nearly as good. But you've been so busy.
It's been the craziest thing since I won Idol. It's just been blessing after blessing and opportunity after opportunity. And when I think something's not going right, something else just comes right in, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. But I got to act, I got to do Broadway, I'm recording my third record. Like, it's a lot.
But like any busy individual, sometimes things can derail your plans to be energetic. And for you, I've heard it's migraines.
Sure, yeah. It's been crazy because my mom, she suffered from really, really horrible migraines. Like, she would get a migraine and she would have to lay down, turn the lights off. Like, everybody had to be quiet, which was hard for me because I was singing all the time, so I was probably part of the problem. But, you know, she was really, like, you know, down for the count. And for me, I'm actually a part of this new campaign called Managing Migraines, Know Your Treatment. So there's this app and it's free. You can go to mymigraineresource.com, and basically what you do is you go on there and it asks you a whole bunch of questions like, what did you eat today? Did you get enough sleep? Did you have caffeine? It asks all these different things, and then you log it in, and eventually you see the graphs and the charts, and you see what your own personal triggers are. So then you can keep track of them, and then you can figure out what is the best treatment for you. So for me, I started suffering from them after, you know, this big show a couple years ago. I don't know why my head started hurting, but it was crazy, a lot of stress, and I figured that my triggers are actually stress, climate change, like when I travel too much and do different things like that. And then another one, which is probably just particular to me, is when I sing high notes too much, I give myself the worst. Wow. I'll be getting on stage like, okay, I need a minute, guys. I just need a minute. But
it's funny, when I sing the high notes, my family gets a headache. It's different.
So you're their trigger instead. Okay.
I love that app because I'm always talking to my patients, especially my teenager patients getting headaches. Probably the best way to figure out is track your triggers. And you know, nobody wants to take notes on a notepad anymore. But if there's an app, you're much more likely to do it. I love that.
And that way, it's similar to allergies. You really have to be your own advocate, detective work a little bit to pinpoint what causes it, try to avoid those things, and at the same time, what works for you to help it.
Exactly, and I mean, everybody responds differently to different things, so an over-the-counter medicine might not work. Maybe you need to go see your doctor, and that's the other great thing with the app is that you can actually print off those charts and bring it to your doctor. So
one other cool thing is that if you figure out that, say, your trigger is stress, and there are things that you can do to avoid that stress, that's a treatment. It's not a pill, but it's a treatment.
Exactly.
There's been studies that have shown, you know, acupuncture is just as effective at curing migraines as traditional medicines. And there are all these, and the only way a doctor can tailor treatment to your particular migraines is figuring out what the triggers are. But you've made some changes to keep up your energy, and apparently it's made a huge difference in your ability to manage all these projects you have going on.
It's been really crazy. Like I said, it's been this crazy whirlwind since Idol, and when you go from just being a high school student and then all of a sudden everybody knows your name, now you're working and you're touring and you're doing all this stuff, like, my eating habits and exercise and all that was just completely out of whack. So when I did Broadway in fall of 2010, I was getting kind of sick, like I was sleeping and I wasn't getting rest. I was just really fatigued. And when I finally got back from New York here, I went to get my throat checked out because my vocal cords were kind of raspy. And he was like, you need to turn around and go to the hospital across the street. I had walking pneumonia, and I had no idea how bad it actually was. And so literally that was kind of the aha moment for me. I was like, you know what? I have to make this a priority. I'm not going to let myself suffer anymore. So it started with baby steps. I started walking around the house, and then I was walking around the neighborhood, and that turned into jogging, which turned into a class, which turned into all this other stuff, and also just changing what I was eating. I was kind of reevaluating when I was eating, how much I was eating, why I was eating it, because I love food, guys. Food is meant to be enjoyed, and my thing was I would just keep eating because it tasted good, not because I was hungry. I changed up all of that as well, and I have lost 50 pounds in the last 2 years. Thank you. And I feel good too. I sleep better. I feel better. There's no like crazy secret. It's just you have to want to do it, and you just take the little steps. It's been so awesome because you never know who you're going to inspire, and so I've met some of my fans, and you know, I've had a couple girls like the past couple weeks like, you inspired me, I've lost 30 pounds, and I'm like, oh my God. It's like, it's so cool to see, and it's just the one thing, they're like, how do you keep up with it? Because it's been 2 years. Like, it didn't happen overnight. It's been kind of, you know, just a rolling thing, but I just tell them day by day, like, that's all you can do is just take each day. Like, that's...
I think it's worth mentioning the sleep part of it, because you said you weren't sleeping, you didn't have the energy, and that may contribute to your headaches as well, and not having the energy, and you turned all that around. They all go hand in hand.
You know, I love what you say to yourself when you see your treadmill and you think, I'm too busy to get on that.
Okay, so I saw this picture. I was looking on this website, and there was this picture that said, there is someone on a treadmill somewhere who's busier than you. And I was like, yes, there is. Yeah. There is someone busier than me that's on a treadmill or actually making that effort to do it. And so
if they can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. You gotta fit it in somewhere. It can just be like 15 minutes of walking, going outside, whatever it is. Just be active sometime during the day.
I think what's great, Jordin, is you are a living testament to your life has gotten nothing but busier, and yet you've gotten healthier and healthier. You look wonderful, so much success.
Thank you.
And you have a CD coming out soon, right?
Hopefully. I actually am working on my third one, so I'm hoping like maybe beginning of next year we'll have a single and an album out. And then I actually just found out the movie that I wrapped shooting in August with Jennifer Hudson. It's called The Inevitable Defeat of Mr. and Pete, and that's actually going to be shown at Sundance Film Festival. So I'm so excited.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, we got a lot going on.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Yeah.
Continued success
Thank
to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And coming up, 10 proven ways to fight fat fast. Stick around.